Hello everybody, MisterJantix here, coming at you with a solo little episode of the Standout Media podcast. It's been a little bit hectic in life, so yeah, there's just kind of been not happening, so I wanted to come today and at least make this week's episode happen. So yeah, let's just jump right into some of the news that happened. This week, Xbox announced their stream your own game with Xbox Cloud Gaming. This is where you can essentially stream your own games. So games that you purchase, you can now play them on the cloud, which is a super cool little feature. It's something that used to be only for select Game Pass Ultimate games. But now with this feature, you can now potentially play some of your own games on Xbox Cloud. And yeah, it's a super cool feature. It's rolled out yesterday, November 20th, in 28 countries where Xbox Cloud Gaming is available. And yeah, they launched it with 50 titles, including Baldur's Gate 3, Witcher 3, Hogwarts Legacy, Cyberpunk 2077, couple sports games, and a whole bunch of other games, so feel free to go check those out. And yeah, if you have I'm trying to see if you need Game Pass Ultimate to actually play this. Yes, you need Game Pass Ultimate, but now you can stream games you purchase that are not part of Game Pass, so you can stream it on TVs, browsers, supported devices like smartphones, PCs, and tablets. So you pretty much just go to the website, which is, where is it? Xbox.com/play. When you sign in, there is a stream your own game section now that you click on, and the games you purchase will now be there and available to play. So super cool little feature. They said they're going to be adding tons and tons more games in the near future, so excited to see what gets added there. Next up, Stalker 2 came out this week. I have not had a chance to play this, but from what I hear, there's some mixed reactions, but overall it seems to be more of a positive than a negative reaction. This is the studio that is located in Ukraine and had a lot of its dev studio actually go and fight in the war, so super rough stuff going on over there. They were able to transfer some of the studio outside of Ukraine to finish working on the game, and they are still working on it and having updates. And there's a really good documentary on the Xbox, I believe, YouTube channel about the Stalker 2 dev team and everything that they went through. And I do highly recommend watching that, as it is a very eye-opening and interesting little documentary. And then yeah, check out the game. It's free on Game Pass and PC Game Pass, so there you have it. Let's see, next up is Xbox is launching a support virtual agent for Xbox Insiders. So if you're on the Xbox Insiders program, you can now sign up to test out essentially their AI virtual chat bot. I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing. Honestly, AI chatbots are usually not very good, but this could be helpful for people that have quick issues or just need something simple to fix. It could be a quick solution instead of having to wait for a chat or having to go through a bunch of different menus and all that kind of stuff. But it's just an interesting feature about, how much AI is coming into our lives, and honestly surprised that Xbox has not had a chat bot or a support bot yet, as, I mean, Microsoft themselves have been pushing AI heavily for years now. So, I mean, kind of figured this was coming sooner or later, and yeah, here it is now for you to go test out. Genshin Impact is now out on Xbox, and if you are a Game Pass Ultimate member, you get some bonus perks. If you don't know what Genshin Impact is, it's a very popular game. It is a free game, so you can play it for free on your Xbox, which means that you don't need any type of subscription or anything. If you have an Xbox, you can literally just log in and start playing it. It is an open world adventure RPG. It is also on Xbox Cloud Gaming. And if you have an Ultimate member, like I said, you get bonuses, and there's also recurring bonuses. So plenty of stuff to do there. If you're a fan of the game and you play it on your mobile or on PlayStation or anywhere else it's located, you can now play on Xbox. It is also on cloud gaming, so you can cloud game it to your phone if you don't feel like downloading the full game to your phone through the actual Genshin Impact launcher. So multiple options, multiple ways to play. And then there's been some interesting controversy over the new Xbox slogan of "This is an Xbox." This was an ad that they started running about a week ago that just showed a bunch of different technology things. So essentially there's like the first picture is an actual Xbox, then it shows a laptop, that's an ROG Ally X, and then it shows like a TV, a Samsung phone, a Fire Stick, and a Oculus, and pretty much just each one has like a different "This is an Xbox" type slogan next to it. And some people were pushing back, but overall, in my opinion, I think it's a pretty good slogan for most people, because Xbox is not in a position to sell a ton of consoles. And not only that, but they lose money on console sales, and the whole purpose of the console industry is to lose money on the sales, but gain that back on software and subscriptions and all that stuff, which is why there's such a heavy push for Game Pass and all this stuff, because then they don't have to make and ship the console. You can just play on what you have and give them a subscription, and there's essentially no cost on their end. So overall, I think this is a pretty good campaign by them. And I mean, you can play on literally anything you have as long as you get a little subscription, not that expensive, and it's pretty all right. I don't really think there's any negatives. I just trying to think through all the negative remarks that people have, and I just don't understand any of them. And people are just mad because they want console sales to go up, and I mean, that's not how Xbox is going. So we'll see how this actually works out, if it actually does move the needle at all. If you do like the slogan, "This is an Xbox," they have a ton of merch, which is interesting. They have stickers they can get that says "This is an Xbox" or "This is not an Xbox." They also have t-shirts that say "This is not an Xbox." You can get phone covers that say "This is an Xbox." There's all sorts of stuff. It's really funny. Overall, I think it's pretty funny, and overall a good campaign. For people who are fans of Minecraft, Merlin Entertainment has reached a deal with Microsoft to build some in real life Minecraft theme parks. So there's going to be one going in the US and one going in the UK. I actually have not read this article, so I'm just trying to read through some of the stuff that is going on. Merlin Entertainment owns Alton Towers and Legoland, so they are now adding a Minecraft-themed expansion to existing parks in the US and UK. They expect these park expansions to open sometime in 26 or 27. They haven't announced exactly where they're going to be located, but a lot of people are thinking they're going to be attached to the Legoland resorts. And yeah, it cost Merlin $110 million for the first two attractions, which will include Minecraft-themed accommodation, retail, food, beverages, and of course rides. Additionally, visitors can earn exclusive in-game content if they visit the in real life thing. And yeah, that's super interesting. So we'll see in what 2026 to 27. That's only 2 to 3 years, which is kind of ambitious, I think, but we'll see if they actually get those up and running and done. Moving on. Lots of games are coming out with classic game modes. So essentially games like Overwatch 2 is currently running a Overwatch 2 Classic, which is original hero skins, actually no hero skins, original heroes only, original maps only, original game modes only, and they brought back 6v6 gameplay for Overwatch. I think that still has a couple more days, maybe another week. And then Apex Legends also has a launch royale, which is essentially launch day Apex Legends Battle Royale. So they're bringing it back to launch day, which is 2019 for them. And the Overwatch 2 one, that's Overwatch 1 classic stuff. So like the 6v6 game mode, not the 5v5 stuff. Jumping back to Apex. It's a limited time mode. No time dates that I could find on it. I didn't look too hard, so maybe if I went in the game I could find it. But you essentially get to relive the 2019 days of Apex Legends with old school weapons, Legends abilities, rule sets, and the map that started it all. And there also are no Evo, armor, or ability upgrades. So it's completely old school. And yeah, if you are a fan of Apex or a fan of the original, feel free to jump in and check out that game mode and play the original Apex for a limited time. Keeping it with the anniversary stuff, the Halo 2 20th anniversary just passed. Yes, it's been 20 years since Halo 2 has come out. And for the anniversary, this was a few weeks ago, but I know we have missed a few weeks, so I didn't want to skip over this. November 9th was actually the official anniversary, I believe. I actually don't see the date here, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was November 9th. But currently in Halo Infinite, there is a Halo 2 inspired playlist that is themed around Halo 2. They have a classic game mode, which has sprint disabled, clamber disabled. Your jump height is at 120%. You start with the MA5K Avenger. There's no secondary weapon, and friendly player collision is on. And they also remade the classic maps in Forge and put those into that rotation, so you can play all the classic maps in the new style and check all that out. They also added in a 20-tier operation pass with some classic inspired armor and collectibles. And I'm trying to get to the thing that I really wanted to. Yes, right here. So back in E3 2003, there was a demo for Halo 2. Actually, it wasn't even really a demo. It was more of just a trailer where they showed off Halo 2. And that level that they showed off never made it to release. But now, after 21 years, through the collaboration of Halo Studios and Digsight Modding Crew, they were able to recreate that level and launch it officially in Halo Master Chief Collection. So you can now go back and play that classic E3 2003 level that has never been released to play before. That mission, by the way, is called. What was it called? Oh man, they don't have the name here, which is so weird. It's called like Mission Earth or something. It's super generic. Just reading through it again to see if I didn't miss it. Nope. But they're also adding in a second level called Alpha Moon, which was a mission that was cut from Halo 2 that never saw the light of day anywhere. but was internally tested and found to not be fun. This is actually a mission where you play as the Arbiter, so it goes through the Arbiter story, and they also recreated that and made that into a playable thing. They worked on fixing a lot of the bugs and different issues and getting that up and ready to play, and that is also released. And if you want to play these, I believe it's only on Steam that you can play them, because the Halo Waypoint how-to guide says, step 1, head to the Steam Workshop page and subscribe to the mod. Step 2 is boot up MCC on PC with anti-cheat disabled, which can be selected on startup. Then step 3, you enter the campaign menu for Halo 2 and load up either of the 2 levels that you want to play, and there you have it. And they released some more lore from Halo 2, and on the Halo Waypoint blog, they have a bunch of different stories from different people who worked on the game. So feel free to go over there, give it a click, and read through a bunch of the different devs that either work there or work at the studio now, and just have a trip down memory lane for Halo 2. And there is quite a bit of those. And then, of course, if you want to jump back in, Halo Master Chief Collection has Halo 1 through 4 plus Reach and ODST, so you can play any of those on MCC. And yeah, some cool stuff going in there. Let's see what else. For Xbox Game Pass members, there are some free play days that start today, November 21st, and go through Sunday, November 24th at midnight Pacific. And these free games for all players are F1 24, NHL 25, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Warriors Orochi Ultimate 4, Dead by Daylight, and Hell Let Loose. And those are free for anybody with an Xbox Game Pass membership. So that's Core, Standard, or Ultimate. So whatever, if you have a subscription for Xbox Live, Xbox to Play, anything, you get these games for free to try out for this weekend. And yeah, that's pretty cool. And then Black Ops 6 had a big update last week with their Season 1. So now Warzone is the Black Ops style with the new Warzone map and the Omni movement and everything that comes with that. Also, Season 1 dropped for Black Ops 6, which added in some more maps, game modes, some zombie stuff. Trying to see, 2 new game modes will drop. Ransack, which is looting bars from crates on a 6v6 map. Then you have to bring them back to your stash. The stash must be guarded as enemies can raid it. And they are also adding in prop hunt, which, if you don't know what that is, essentially you have a team that is hunters and a team that are props. The props can turn into objects around the map and then hide. And the job of the hunters is to run around and shoot the objects until they find the props and kill them all. There's a limited time, and the props have to just survive until the time runs out. There are also some limited time modes coming and ranked play coming, which, let's see if I can find. Oh, actually, ranked play actually launched, supposed to launch today, and actually Shadow dropped yesterday. So now you can go play ranked on Call of Duty multiplayer or Warzone. If you're a sweaty person like that, you have to back out to the main menu of Black Ops 6. Where the multiplayer, zombies, or campaign menu is. Now there is a 4th option for ranked play. So feel free to jump in there, grind through some ranks, and own some enemies. And then jumping back to the update, Area 99 is the new Warzone map. It's a Nuketown creation facility, so There is actually a small Nuketown map on there, and then there's like a bunch of different Nuketown related objects around the map. Let's see. Also adding in Rebirth Island. Omni Luminet's coming to those as well. Some Lunatime modes coming later in the season. Black Ops 6 loadout system is added to Warzone now. Dedicated melee, 3 perks, wildcard, transfer your global weapon builds, utilize an enhanced gunsmith, and choose from over 170 weapons from across Modern Warfare 2, 3, or Black Ops 6. There's also a pick 3 perk system which allows for 3 active perks at the start of the match, with up to 6 more to find in-game. That sounds super interesting. New weapons, 7 new weapons across the map, including 4 primary, special secondary, as well as 2 melee weapons, with 4 new weapon attachments and more challenges. Battle Pass is a battle pass. If you want to spend money, there's more ways to spend money that way. And some new operators are being added in as well. Of course, feel free to look all this stuff up. There is some more updates going on, some new maps, and a bunch of other stuff. So if you haven't checked it out already, feel free to either play the game or read up online about all that stuff. And moving on to Diablo. Season 7 is coming around the corner. It is not coming out for another few weeks, but patch notes are coming out next week. The player test realm opens on December 3rd, so coming up quick here. And the theme for Season 7 is Witchcraft, and it introduces 20 new powers and some nerfs to the Spirit Realm class. Obviously, with a new class, they always make it OP, so people want to buy the expansion, play the new class. It's a way for them to make more money, and then next season, they kind of nerf it all back down to be in line with all the other stuff. I just realized I'm kind of whitewashed out. Let me do that. That's a little bit better. And some festive holiday stuff is coming to Diablo as well. The current season, it does not end until January, so there is some time to jump in and finish out this season. I'm trying to figure out what else is going on. There is the Red Cloaked Horror and some back gifts for Eternal players. Let's see. A bunch of witchcraft stuff. Equipping and upgrading witchcraft. Oh, okay. So new powers through that. Reputation boards specifically for witchcraft season. Coven's Favor will also drop. A lot of new stuff. Diablo's always adding new stuff. I'm trying to see a bunch of different changes to the characters, a bunch of stuff. I mean, there is still a month and a half away, but I mean, they are starting to drop some stuff. So feel free to go get in on all that, go read up on it, and yeah, I'm reading through it. There's a lot. They did have their little fireside chat or whatever they call it. So always stuff going on with that game. And then last but not least, I'll leave with some tech news, which is Microsoft is now launching a microcomputer, and it's a $350 desktop PC, and it runs Windows 11 by streaming it from the cloud. So it's actually not running Windows operating system directly from the device. It is actually running it from a cloud. This is a new boot to cloud PC called Windows 365 Link. It is the first of a new class of dedicated PCs. They have a little local functionality, so I'm guessing maybe like a Chromebook in that there's no like onboard system, but from what I'm reading, it does run a full version of Windows 11. It is a small fanless design with multiple ports, has fast booting and instant wake times due to the nature of not having onboard processing, so it just pulls from the cloud and things are just done instantly. It is aiming and expected to go on sale in April 2025. It is currently aimed at enterprise consumers, but I'm sure you can get your hands on one if you are in the market for something interesting. $349 does seem a little bit high for a cloud-only system. But let's see some of the specs here. It can output up to 2 4K displays, features 3 USB-A ports, 1 USB-C, an audio jack, Ethernet jack, DisplayPort, and an HDMI port. It supports Wi-Fi 6E as well as Bluetooth 5.3. Its dimensions are just 120 by 120 by 30 mm. It is much smaller than the new Mac Mini. It houses an Intel processor with 8 gigs of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage. They have not announced a specific Intel processor, but most likely it will be a smaller, low-powered one. And yeah, super interesting to see how this all moves forward. One thing of note is it does not contain an NPU, which is the AI controlling board that the new systems are using a lot. So there's like the GPU and the NPU is kind of like the brain of AI on a computer for local processes. And this does not contain one of those. So not going to be running a lot of AI stuff on it. And it's going to be running a lot of cloud-based stuff. So interesting to see how this all works out. It does definitely sound like it's going to be more of a office type computer. So instead of buying like a micro tower or like some mini computer, maybe you can buy this, run off the cloud, and not have a bunch of running parts inside of it that can break, and it just runs off the cloud. And could be good for remote people. $350 might be able to get a discount if you're a big corporation and all that. So super interesting to see some of this technology coming out and Microsoft's push for cloud and AI and all that stuff. But anyways, I know this was a little bit shorter of an episode, but it is a little solo episode. We will continue to try to keep the episodes coming. I know we've skipped 2 weeks now. And I feel super bad. I know Rozoku does as well. So we're going to try our best to come back and try to keep it more consistent. It is coming up on the holiday season, so I know it's getting a little bit hectic for both of us. So we shall see how that all works. Otherwise, keep it tuned. Subscribe to the YouTube channel or subscribe to Standout Media on any podcast service that you have. We are on all of them, and if we're not, make sure to reach out to us on social media. Reach out to me specifically at MisterJantix anywhere, and just let me know. And we will work on getting that up and out. Yeah, and that's it for this week. Thanks everybody for tuning in and for riding along with us as we are on episode 14 now of this little experiment. A little newsly, weekly, sometimes on time, sometimes not podcast. And yeah, I feel like I was going somewhere with that, and I guess I'm not. So hope you all enjoy your day or night or whenever you're listening to this. And yeah, follow us everywhere you can. Like, subscribe, give us reviews, all that good stuff. And we will see you in the next video, podcast, however you view us. Bye, everybody.